As a professor of finance, I generally refrain from giving investment advice. However, I will tell you about investments that should be avoided because they're sure losers. Now, there's a group of investments that some unscrupulous people will try to sell you that are based on a concept that we in finance call the bigger fool's theory. Now, these investments are commonly known as Ponzi schemes, pyramid schemes, or chain letters. Now, they generally begin with some flim-flam artist who convinces you to buy into the scheme. Of course, his bait is the promise of large amounts of money in the future. And once you've swallowed his scheme, hook, line, and sinker, then your job is to convince others to get hooked, and the chain goes on. Now, the money that people pay to buy into the game goes directly to the people at the beginning of the chain or at the top of the pyramid. Now, notice that none of this money ever gets invested in anything. And the obvious problem with chain letter schemes is that if you buy in farther out into the chain, then you have to find an even bigger fool if you expect to get your money back. And of course, eventually the chain collapses because we run out of bigger fools. Abe Lincoln said it best, you can't fool all of the people all of the time. So buyer beware. Don't you be a fool and put your hard-earned money into one of these flim-flam operations. And remember, a real investment is where your money goes into some productive activity, not where your money goes directly to someone who put their money in before you. Of course, some of you will still be foolish enough to ignore this common sense advice. So, in order to protect you from your own foolishness, our political leaders have passed laws banning all Ponzi schemes, all pyramid schemes, and all chain letters, except Social Security. This is John Zdanowitz for 530.